Fam, I need some content, bro.
Yo, it's upsetting, man. YouTube's so shit nowadays, bro. I remember I used to turn on my TV, go onto YouTube, and there'd be at least one video from one of yous that would lighten up my day and make me giggle and laugh, you get me?
Keep up the good work, Bailey. But I ain't gonna lie, fam. Like, I've gone on my YouTube, I'm like, I don't watch normal TV, so I'm going on my YouTube, I'm like, oh, bro, there's nothing up there. Like, it's a bit depressing, you know, I swear down. You man make my week, make my month and all that. You lot got me through a mad time, bro. So, obviously, man's up now, you know what I'm saying? But no, big up, bro.
So for the last few months, like, the biggest question has been, where have you been? What's going on with YouTube? Bailey, what's going on? Are you okay? Sending out the condolences. And I've seen it all. I haven't missed anything. I've seen everything, so I appreciate it all. But that's what this video is here for. This video here is to answer some of those questions. First of all, I'd like to say hi. How you guys doing? I'm good. I am blessed. I am doing well. And I appreciate everyone, man. Every single one of your messages. Everyone who's reached out to check I'm okay. I'm good, man. I just needed some time to myself, some time to reflect, and some time to understand exactly where I'm going in life. And that's kind of why we're here today. So, wagwan, I'm back. Big up everyone, thank you for supporting, thank you for all of these subscribers, and thank you for everyone who just stayed subscribed, and I appreciate you. I think like what we need to do with this is I just want to take you back to the beginning to help you understand who I am as a person and how I actually got to where I am. I started off this career, if you want to call it, this social career with Snapchat. And at first it was never meant to be a career. It was never meant to be anything other than fun, which is all it was. I used to just wake up in the morning and just start filming. From the moment I woke up, I start filming.
Can we get much higher? So high.
And around this time, like my energy was just up. I had a new lease for life. If I'm being honest with you, I was newly single. And my previous relationship, I wasn't very active on social media at all. It wasn't really like that for me. But as soon as I had this whole, like, all this energy inside me. I needed to get out there. So I was doing festivals, partying, and just filming myself. There was no end goal. I was just filming myself. My main focus, my main content around that time was just literally my friends.
Her vagina may go for many months without action and remain moist. This is due
Stop! You're not posting that
to years of patience.
You're not posting this about me.
Like, anyone around me was a potential piece of content for me. That's just what I am. I see things in a different light. I see the humor in a lot of stuff.
You don't want that.
They ask you how you are. You
Eat your twister, bruh.
My Uber driver's been nicked for a stolen car. That's my luck, innit?
I swear to God, I'm gonna fucking kill you.
The truth is, my phone was just in my hand 24/7. Around this time is when I met Terrell Lewis. Terrell had just come out of a relationship as well. So we was both kind of in the same mindset of the party and the clubbing scene. That's how I met Terrell. Around the time I met Terrell, he wasn't really being that creative. He was kind of just doing up sexy guy. And he was big on Snapchat. Like, when I met Terrell, I was kind of like, I weren't starstruck. No, let me not gas Terrell. When I met Terrell, he was already blown. After that came Hood Heroes.
Wait, I can't breathe with this one. My cousin.
I fucking hate my cousin, man. I don't even know why he lives here. I tell him to his face.
The idea came from, he just already had a Spider-Man suit in his bedroom one time, and I asked him, like, what's that? Spider-Man suit. Within seconds, I said to him, like, boom, what if I got the red one and you're the black one, and we're like this, we can make like this little sketch show of it.
Oh, what? Why's Superman calling me?
Cuz, I've got something to tell you.
What?
I'm fucking Lois Lane. Oh, no, it's me. It's remote. But yeah, man's fucking Lois Lane, fam.
You know, that childlike state, innit? Just continuing to play, you know, and not having any resistance on life, but just letting life flow. I guess it was that time there where we needed to move some stagnant energy, to say. Stagnant energy has no current, it has no flow, you know, and it's that time of self-destruction when you didn't know you was going down that path of self-destruction. So even us catching up, we was talking about, right, raw. Remember we used to drink every weekend and then party during the week. If we kept that up till now, where would we be? And I was like, right, you know what? It's like that's like, you know, to grab into the memory bank and remember stuff like that. It's powerful to see the progression and the transition as well. So to see Bailey coming from where he's come from, you know, from us just playing around and just having a good time, and content coming out of that, opportunities coming out of that, events, experiences, journeys, etc. To him being where he is at today, it's been beautiful to watch as my brother.
Hood Heroes, something that we put together out of nothing and just took off, like people loved it. I don't understand why we didn't carry on with it, to be honest with you. It got bigger and bigger. We started involving more and more characters. Actually, that's why it actually stopped. We started involving too many people, and then there was too many cooks in the kitchen, and nothing ended up happening. So be careful, all you young people out there coming up with new ideas, man. Make sure your circle is tight and everyone in it is on the same page. Too many cooks in the kitchen will spoil the broth. Hood Heroes definitely got us noticed, because from that, we ended up on the Wall of Comedy.
Do you like Scarface?
No, that's you, man. What's happening, Pete? It's Bailey London.
Terrell Lewis.
Hi, I'm Brooklyn.
Hi, I'm Kevin Freshwater.
Hi, I'm Will Richards. No one said my name.
I'm Fifi Nisa.
I'm Nush Cope.
I'm Jordan Ryan.
Lump it, slump it. My brothers them don't eat crumpets. Right now you are locked in with myself, Young Philly, and LV General.
I'm Yoms TV and we are joined by
Very V Brown.
Yes, we are.
My name is King Cass.
And my name is Clara Hermit.
Who's there, man?
Hey, what's there, man?
My hairline.
Listen.
I'm Matt's Comedy.
I'm Chunks.
And you're watching The Wall of Comedy.
The Wall of Comedy.
No, Wall of Comedy. Yeah. And you're watching Wall of Comedy.
Wall of Comedy. We should have done it together, bro.
No,
yeah, a joke, man.
Group chat was like the kickstart of my YouTube career, and definitely pushed me into the industry. Me and Terrell was kind of casted as the two light-skinned guys, which I don't like till today, because I don't really play the light-skinned game. Like, Terrell's the light-skinned guy, yeah, does all of that. I'm the funny guy, innit? I'm the comedian, if anything. Got to work with loads of new people, including like Javan and Percy. It's where I met LV General. So from working on group chat with the Wall of Comedy, obviously, that launched me into this kind of like competitive circle where it was only me and like a handful of creatives in the UK that were like battling to get that repost from I'm Just Bait. And every week it was just kind of like a competition to keep up. We was all posting 2-3 sketches a week, trying to get funnier and funnier, all with the same aim, which was for I'm Just Bait to repost it. That was it. I'm Just Bait reposted your thing, you won, that was it. That was your paycheck, you was happy. During this whole time though, I was still doing my 9 to 5. Like, my money came from working 9 to 5. All of the sketches, all of the comedy stuff I was doing, even group chat, didn't get paid for it. It was all just exposure. And at this point, there was no responsibility. It was still fun. If I chose to not do it anymore, it wouldn't have made a difference to my life. So after working with the Wall of Comedy for I think I did 3 seasons. Within that time, I'm getting to work with all of these other influencers, and they all of them have way more following than me. I was able to collaborate with these people because I was doing something extra with my sketches. I was thinking a little bit outside of the box.
Nurse, thank you. Okay.
I think you gotta leave this one.
No! I've lost too many this week. We're getting them out.
This helped me to level up and grow. And one of the people I started working with a lot was LV General. He was actually with me when I bought my very first camera in Bromley. I bought my Canon G80 camera. We went home and I think we shot a Rolo ad. Yeah. We shot a Rolo sketch. And when I say we shot a Rolo sketch, this, like always, this sketch wasn't for Rolo or commissioned by Rolo. It's just me having an idea and wanted to put it together.
You eat my Rolo? Huh? Did you eat my Rolo?
What are you on about?
Did you eat my last Rolo?
Bro, over a little Rolo.
Me and LV carried on working together all the way through till today. This is kind of like the time I met the Mandem.
How it became a group is that, was it LV?
LV knew everybody, and then from there just
Started like a WhatsApp group of all of the influencers he knew a long time ago.
I don't even want to mention names, but I'm talking the top end, we're in there.
And then we all started this like big dream, like, oh yeah, let's all work together. But
men will be men, and obviously people argue with whoever.
The group went from like 30 people to 20 people to 10 people.
Before you knew it, ended up with like just me, Bailey, Fuzi.
Thought, you know what, let's just all do the same thing. We all fighting for the same stuff. So
the name Mandem, right? We went through so many names.
What type of name should we go for?
We even asked people to like give us name suggestions.
They were calling us the Fantastic Four. You know the ones there, I'm gonna fight Fantastic Four, and then I'm gonna be the guy with the rock with the bald head. Like, I'm not that person.
Every name everyone was thinking of was so corny.
When we heard that, I was like, nah, man ain't freaking no action figures.
When we call each other, when we refer about each other.
yo, Mandem, link up.
Yo, you with the Mandem today?
Call my man, call the Mandem.
Yo, call the Mandem, see if the Mandem are coming.
It was the Mandem always being called the Mandem.
And then like it's cool because we took out like the vowels, and like that kind of made it a bit edgy, my suggestion.
Our content's definitely gonna be unique, and the reason why it's gonna be unique is because us being ourselves.
We're all normal people, we're not doing it for the camera.
You lot are gonna see us. We want to give you more of a reality and less of a charade. You know what I'm saying?
What you see on camera is how we are in real life, do you know what I mean?
You're gonna see us arguing, you're gonna see us happy.
We're upset on the day, you'll notice. Trust me, you will.
And this is where we kind of stepped heavily into the YouTube game. In fact, Mullah was the one pushing me to do YouTube.
Introduce yourself to my people though. No, introduce yourself first, and you're the start of the show, of your vlog.
Me and the Mandem, we was now like the next UK YouTube group, potentially. Sort of trying to compete with people like the Beta Squad and the Sidemen. Like obviously these guys are massive, like big up to the Beta Squad and the Sidemen, they're doing their thing. They've been doing it for ages, but they were kind of like an inspiration for us, or somebody to look at what are they doing. We never wanted to do the things they was doing because we're not really the same kind of group as them. We're more, I don't want to say real because that would be implying that they're fake, but we was kind of just more ourselves and captured it on camera, which was arguments.
Wait, how did you like the talking, bro? I'm in the game, because I'm in the game, blood.
Pranks.
1, 2, 3.
Oh! If I pull this string, he's like at home and he hits me, we're fighting. Bro, that was my warning. I've warned him.
What's that, bro? Mentos.
Mullah, what are you doing? Mullah, what are you doing? Mullah, what are you doing? Mullah, what are you doing, Mullah?
But I've already witnessed 2 assaults.
I didn't do anything.
No, you ain't done nothing. But they are, right? Now,
Shut up, man.
What we're doing here is trying our hardest. We don't normally go through all this. We normally come into a house, people get upset, we take what we want. We're actually standing there talking to you, even though these lot are talking to you, like we're not wearing badges. You know what I mean? Right? So either go and get the fucking money.
Games.
Hey, Mullah, coming back.
Look, Mullah's making a run. Look, he's in. Mullah's whack. Ooh, slapped his ears.
Would you still have lots for me?
I always said when me and the Mandem was working together, I was saying, like, the tension and the arguments between us is funny and is making us grow, but at the same time, it's definitely going to tear us apart. And here I am today, sitting on a bench without the Mandem. Nah, it's not that dramatic, but it's true. The Mandem eventually fell out one at a time. I'm still friends with everyone. There's just a bit of tension between everyone else in the group, so we stopped. So that takes us to kind of how we got to here now.
Pachi was such a lovely guy. He was in tune with all of us. He wanted to put on parties. Him and Fulvia done something legendary back in them days, right? Because as I said to Pachi's son earlier, without them things going on, our scene wouldn't have been what it was. You understand? And that's a fact. You understand? So a lot of great artists came up through Grazing Road. They got their first gig through Grazing Road. You understand? So I take my hat off, pour a drink for Pachi. Easy, my brother. We're gonna celebrate your life right now. And this is Grazing Road. This is a little Grazing Road right now. Right? We're gonna bring you back to that. You understand? So make some noise for Pachi, everyone. Oi, hey! Love you, my brother. Love.
Losing my dad in the summer, the way we did and how quick it happened, I didn't really process it properly, and I tried to find ways to carry on, and I thought I was, you know, keeping what I was feeling to myself and no one else was noticing, because I was trying to make it like that. But I later on found out that everyone around me could see something was wrong, and it just become hard. It become hard to pick up the camera, and with that happening the way it did, you guys haven't seen me for a while. One of my biggest fans was my dad. I say that because anything I did, anything I put my mind to, or anything even if I didn't put my mind to, anything I was just involved in and doing, he was always like very proud, and I always strived to capture that from him. Like I said, I was an attention seeker. My dad gave me that attention. My dad gave me, he used to do this, that's his thing, wicked, man. Anything I did, I could have showed him a drawing that I did at work in my grown age, and he would be like, oh, wicked, man. That was my dad, and I used to strive to capture that from him. And with the content as well, he used to love everything I made. He didn't ever want to be in it. He hated being on camera. Anything I did, he wanted it on his phone. Send me that. Send me that video I saw that you posted on Instagram. I can hear him saying it as I'm saying it. My dad has always been that sort of person for me, with sport, with school, university. He was so proud that I went to university. But more importantly, like with sport, like dating back to like, how old could I have been in this? 7, 8 and 9. I used to do taekwondo, and my dad had never done taekwondo in his life. But when I started doing taekwondo and I appeared to be half decent at it, he then sort of grew an interest for taekwondo. I would come home from a class. Remember, I'm a young boy, so I'm just doing it. I would come home from a class thinking class is done now until I go back next week. Nah, my dad wants us to do like home studying now and work on things, work on techniques, work on how to angle my foot when I kick, or how to punch, how to turn into a punch. You know, that was my dad, and that's something I've definitely taken from him. 100% I've taken that from him. I see myself doing it, and it's definitely something I'm gonna take to my kids. But like when I stopped doing taekwondo, he could have definitely said that broke his heart. Like he showed the annoyance. Like I remember him just not saying anything, and that was enough. He didn't have to tell me he's disappointed, but he's just like, "You quitting, yeah? You sure?" Later on down the line, my interest came back to combat sports. It was boxing now, and this he loved more than the taekwondo. This was an easy substitute because my dad and my godfather Clive loved boxing. Clive taught my dad how to box. As soon as my dad saw that I liked boxing and was good at it, he sent me to my uncle Clive, my godfather Clive, and Clive taught me in his basement. He had the little bag, this bag. My dad would come and watch. They've got videos. I'm sure he's got videos of me in that basement. Anytime I'd like had any kind of video footage to show him, he'd love it. He'd want it on his phone. He'd want me to send it to him. I've got all of these fights that I come back with on DVDs and stuff. He would come and watch me box. And like always, he was just naturally involved and showed the passion, made me want to do better, encouraged me to be better than the rest. Like he always wanted me to come away from the class, whatever class it is, and then come back with more knowledge than I left with, so that I'll be ahead of the curve. And like I said, like as I was younger, I would strive for his approval, or his like, what's the right word I'm looking for? It's not approval. It's not acceptance. It's like, I think it's just making him proud. I liked him seeing something in me.
And this like went all the way till we lost him. Like obviously I stopped boxing at the age of 22, and in May of last summer, I met a guy named Reese Bailey. I went to my friend's house, Scully, yeah, to meet EXO and that. And then there was this guy there just sitting there in the middle of the floor. And this is Reese Bailey.
So I think we was talking about like trading or something, because some of his friends were trading. And then somehow the conversation ended up being about jiu-jitsu eventually.
So my ears perked up and I was like, raw. And LV tried to set me up. LV tried to say, Reese, why don't you roll with him? Why don't you fight with him? Because I've always had this sort of thing about me where I thought, if I'm in a room full of people, I always feel confident I can beat everyone there. I don't know why, and it's not something I say vocally, but I've obviously said it to my friends. Like I always feel like I can hold my own with anyone. I normally end up tapping people out and I ain't learnt nothing. But Reese is talking about he's winning competitions and that, so I'm not thinking, right, I'm gonna just roll with this guy.
And I think I even showed like Bailey a couple of moves and he was like, "Rah, that's sick." And this was before I had started the school, but it was something that was pending. It was coming along. So I let him know, I was like, look, I've got this crazy project which is coming. We're gonna build a school, we're gonna build the biggest team in the country. And he was like, when you start, I'm there.
And when I started looking at his Instagram, and I was like, rah, no, this is the real deal. And not only that, I'd already seen Reese's profile from about a year before, because he's got a similar name to me, Reese Bailey. My name is also Reese Bailey. A lot of you didn't know that.
Not just that he tried to steal my name, but like he has that obsession that I had, you know, with jiu-jitsu. And I said, look, when our thing starts, I want you to be there. It'll be sick, because I could feel that he had the right passion, the right energy, the right spirit to be good at jiu-jitsu, you know.
So I said to Reese at that moment, I said to him, look, if you train me and you think I'm good, I'll 100% compete.
And he was good. Like he was naturally good. He had natural talent. He had good wrestling ability, and he has the ability to soak up knowledge and pick things up really quickly. And I noticed that from the first day. That's what he was doing. And we even had like a couple of like, there was on one day in particular, we had like a few higher graded guys come down, and Bailey, being a beginner, was able to hang, and he was able to, like, in some scenarios, dominate, and that's unusual. That's very unusual. So that already caught my eye. I was like, this guy's talented. And then ever since then, he'll go away, he'll be studying. You know, it wasn't for him, it wasn't like a hobby that you just like dabble with.
Got to big up Reese Bailey, because he's taken a keen interest in me from early, like from the day I came to his gym. But on my first day, I subbed the blue belt, and from there, Reese saw that what I was talking about at the house, at Scully's, wasn't bullshit. For some reason, I naturally do well at this grappling thing. I just never been taught anything. Now I'm learning off Reese, I'm learning that it's not about being the strongest or being the toughest. It's actually a chess match. It's a chess match on the mat.
It was like, he would go away, he would keep studying, he'll be on YouTube, he'll be sending me messages, oh, I saw this, I found this out. And I think that positive obsession of a new thing really benefited him a lot.
Anyway, my dad spent the last leg of his life, the last week or so, in the hospital, and this was around the time that I had started jiu-jitsu. And not at the same time, maybe like a week, I'd started jiu-jitsu maybe a couple of weeks before, because I had been coming home and telling him what I'd done, showing him little videos, and again, I'm getting them from him, you know. I come home late at night, and he's there on the sofa. I'll show him. He'll love it. He sends it to all these people, showing them what I'm doing, and I'm getting that reward that I need, that I strive for. Doesn't matter what else happens. He tells me that's wicked, and I'm like, I want to do something else. I go and watch another YouTube video on another trick, go and try and pull it off in class and come and show him. I remember this because when he was in the hospital, I went to class, and I remember Reese's son was filming the class and just nearly submitted me, and I managed to reverse it, come up on top, pass the guard, put him in an arm bar, lock it out, and I looked up at the camera like, yeah. And I remember saying to Reese's son, oh, send me that video. I didn't want it for me, I wanted to show my dad. I remember saying, send me that video. And he, yeah, it. Like, yeah, will. I went home, no video. I remember going to see my dad at the hospital, and I'm talking to him about it, And he's like, where's the video? And I was like, I'm waiting for it. I said, I'm waiting for it. I'm just waiting. Come to see my dad. He said, did you get that video? I didn't get the video. And then a couple of days later, he passed. And I just remember, like, I don't know why that matters, but I just really remember being so angry that I couldn't show him the video. Like I don't know if it was angry for myself, angry that he wanted to see it. I was angry at Reese's son. He's like 9. I was angry. I was like, why didn't you just send me the video? But I never mentioned it, I never said it, but I just remember that feeling. And it's nothing to do with Reese's son, it's nothing to do with the video, it's nothing to do with anything. I think it's just, you know, like, that thing that I searched for. I couldn't get it then. But, I think, yeah, that, let me just wipe that because I was about to. And you know what? I don't even mind. Because this is like the only thing that's in my life that's been able to draw this out of me. You know, I've been through things in my life. I've been through situations that you should cry in. I've been through situations that you'd think, fuck, man, why is all this happening? Losing my dad was the first time I could say, yeah, I experienced a heartbreak. Like, I've felt that. You can see when I'm trying to talk now, it's like, it's there. But that was the last sort of like, that was the last event sort of thing that I was trying to like gain that approval. But I swear, like, since that day, we move into like, where have you been? This is where we've been. I've been in my house in a fog, you know, like lost, genuinely lost for the first time in my life. Like, genuinely felt like I don't know what we're doing anymore. I've genuinely thought like, because I'm now signed to management, right, with the content stuff. I say self-employed, but I have a manager who's eased off for me, like, amazingly. I guess, like, what else can you do if someone's going through something? But he's like, he's took all the pressure off me. Like, he's like, when you want to do stuff, let me know. But I've been in my room, like, remember, I'm in content. This is a rat race. This industry is a rat race. You can't take a break from content and YouTube and come back to it and think you're gonna be where you was. The longer you leave it, the more it drops. Companies don't, your engagement goes down, your views go down, your followers go down. I've watched my following drop by the thousands just sitting there watch it, and I just watch it. But it's not I don't care, but it's like, it just doesn't feel important enough for me at this point. I've been like, you might see me do like a video here, a video there, but that video is like, that's just me saying, come on, Bailey, do something. That's easy, let's do that. We can do that one in 5 seconds and post it. There's no creativity there. There's no thought. There's no, you know, there's no like, no passion behind it. And you lot can see that. Anyone who's been keeping up with my Instagram, you can see it. Like, it's there, it's done. I've done it to do it, but I'm not there. Like, I'm not picking up the camera because I want to now. I'm picking up the camera because I'm panicking. I'm panicking I'm gonna fall off. I'm panicking I'm gonna lose support. I'm gonna lose what is now my job, you know? That's where I'm at. Or where I was or have been at. I'm not gonna say I'm fully out of it, but I think going to therapy definitely helped me see it for what it was and stop panicking about why do I feel like this, you know? I didn't really have a passion or anything I can turn to like distract me from what it is, like the situation and what it is. The only thing I didn't let go of, and I guess I put all of my eggs in the basket, was jiu-jitsu. Like, I haven't stopped once jiu-jitsu. I've done it more than I did before. Like, I still feel, I've never been a religious person, and I don't want to like say something that sounds weird. And I know this ain't gonna sound weird to most of you anyway, but I genuinely feel like when I'm doing stuff on the mats or in jiu-jitsu, if I do something great, I always think about my dad, like looking down in a weird way. Like, or not even looking down. That's me trying to put it into words. It's that it's not a thing. It's more like a feeling. It's like I think of him when I do stuff, and he's not here. But I think that's like, you can see that that's just been me my whole life, and maybe why I enjoy it. But content was what I would do day in, day out without anyone asking me to, or being paid a penny to do. Content become my work, and I couldn't use it as a distraction anymore. It was no longer a distraction. Jiu-jitsu has become my passion, and I think what I'd want you to take from that is not do jiu-jitsu, or jiu-jitsu's for you, or jiu-jitsu's gonna get you out of whatever pain or confusion you're in. Is that like sometimes you just need to find a new focus or a new passion, or something that you can put your mind to. That maybe that passion is something that you've done your whole life and just didn't realize it was a passion. Maybe you used to like drawing, or you used to like poetry or reading. Having something to want to wake up for in the morning, or something that you feel that you can do better in, or better yourself in, or improve yourself in, I think is important, because without it, honestly, this video wouldn't have happened. At the beginning of all of this was going to be a video about jiu-jitsu, and it got deeper and deeper, and it become speaking to Sean, who you guys can't see behind the camera. Sometimes just talking to someone out loud about what's going on in your head without worrying about what they're gonna say allows you to understand your own thoughts. I wanna use my platform to encourage men. Doesn't have to be about men. This is now anyone, but at the time it was about men, to talk and open up. I'll be honest with you, I've been embarrassed to open up, and I'm quite open. Like I'm quite thick-skinned. Like I'll put my insecurities out and laugh with you guys. You know, like I've always been like that. But the emotions that I've been feeling for my dad, I've actually been embarrassed to say or to let everyone know that's how I feel. Even though I know you all know. I don't have to pretend. It's not like I've tricked you lot into thinking I'm okay. But still, I feel embarrassed to like open up. I hope anyone who watches this enjoys the quality of the video, enjoys like whatever we've done, but ultimately I think I just want you to take from it like it's okay to talk, and I feel better in talking every time I've spoke. But the whole time I wasn't talking and I was sitting in my room thinking about it, I was just getting deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper into a hole. And if you're gonna take anything from this, that's what I want you to take.
I think I'm just inspired to get back to my old self. I want to start creating sketches for fun, no brands or briefs involved. I want to just start filming it and creating something I can look back at in 10 years from now, the same way I just look back in the last few years. Really, I guess ultimately what I'm saying is talking to family, talking to the guys helping me create this, like that all helped me find the love again. And I guess ultimately that's what being back here in this position where we was when I originally spoke out about losing my dad and wanting to encourage young men and women to just talk out and don't hold things up and ball it up. That I'm kind of taking my own advice, and I've been inspired by my own story. So hopefully this helps any of you that are out there that are a bit lost or once had a passion and you're just a little bit lost. Like, talk, explore it, understand it, because if you get stuck in your head, like, it's hard to get out of there. And take it from me, I've been there for the last few months. Last thing I want to say though, and I can't stress the importance to this, like, you lot take this in, like, I mean this from the bottom of my heart, is thank you. And I appreciate every single one of the people who keep messaging me and keep supporting me and keep checking in on me, even though it's been months, and still DMing me and sending me their inspiring little quotes, reminding me of why this is important, and just reminding me that my stupidness and silliness / creativeness does have an impact on other people. And it is worth doing, because that's what you lot do remind me of, like the messages you lot send me, that I see purpose in what I'm doing, you know, even if my mum doesn't, because she don't. She thinks I'm an idiot still. But truly, thank you, because you, in a way, you kind of saved me. Everyone kind of saved me, so I appreciate you. Big up, man. Looking forward to the future of what's to come next.